Hey everyone, welcome back to Insight Cinema. Today we've got an incredible story to share with you from the movie 12th Fail. This film tells the inspiring journey of a young boy named Manoj, who begins his path without even knowing what the Union Public Service Commission is, but decides to take on the challenge of clearing this prestigious exam. For those who might not be familiar, in India, the 12th grade is a crucial year. Similar to the senior year of high school in the US, it's a stepping stone to college and higher education. Set against the backdrop of India's rigorous educational system, 12th Fail is more than just a story about passing exams. It's a tale of resilience, determination, and the power of dreams. Manoj's transformation from a struggling student to a confident aspirant aiming for the top ranks in the Indian civil services is truly inspirational. If you're looking for a movie that combines curiosity, motivation, and a relentless pursuit of dreams, you're in for a treat. What makes 12th Fail even more compelling is that it's based on a true story. Manoj's real-life struggles and determination to overcome immense challenges make this movie a powerful watch. The movie has an impressive IMDb rating of 8.9 out of 10, which speaks volumes about its impact and the compelling story it tells. Stick around as we unravel Manoj's journey, his ups and downs, and how he ultimately achieves his goal. If you enjoy stories of determination and success, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Insight Cinema. Let's dive into the inspiring story of 12th Fail. This story takes place in 1997. We begin in a small village in Chambal, India, where we meet a young boy named Manoj sitting on his terrace. Right now, Manoj is busy preparing cheat sheets to help him pass his 12th grade exams. Suddenly, a man named Dake shows up and delivers some bad news to Manoj's father. They've sent him a suspension notice and won't let him off the hook easily. Manoj's father refuses to accept the notice. That's when Manoj's grandmother steps in, grabbing Dake's hand and boldly telling Kamlesh, Manoj's brother, to grab the gun and see who dares to suspend her son. Next, we flash back to a time when Manoj's father, who was working at his job, refused to accept a bribe. This led to a heated confrontation with his boss, and in a moment of anger, he hit his boss with a slipper. Back in the present, Kamlesh fires a warning shot into the air, causing the police to arrive and calm the situation. Later that night, Manoj's father announces that he is determined to fight the case against them and will need to go to the city. Manoj's mother is worried about how they will manage at home if he leaves, but his father is resolute. He believes that once Manoj passes his exams, he will secure a government job, which will solve their problems. In the next scene, we see Manoj in the exam room, trying to cheat. The teacher writes all the answers on the board, making all the students happy because schools in that area often encourage cheating. But things take a turn when a new deputy superintendent of police, or DSP, arrives and questions what's going on. The school principal tries to bribe the DSP, but instead, he gets arrested. Since Manoj didn't cheat, he ends up failing his exams. Determined to fight their ongoing battle, Manoj's father heads to the city, leaving his mother worried about how they will manage the household. Manoj and Kamlesh step up and give their mother some money, reassuring her that they will start driving a vehicle to earn a living. The next day, while Manoj and Kamlesh are taking passengers, they're stopped by a man who wants to take their passengers for his own bus. Kamlesh refuses, and when the man insists, Kamlesh hits him with a slipper and leaves. Shortly after, the police arrest both brothers because the man they hit works for a powerful politician who has falsely accused them. This kind of corrupt politician makes it impossible for people to stand up for themselves. The unfortunate truth is that these politicians get elected by the very people they victimize. Real change is needed for the village to truly develop. In jail, a policeman taunts Manoj, calling his father a thief, which enrages Manoj. The policeman challenges Manoj, saying he will either kill him or his brother, pushing Manoj to make a bold move. Manoj escapes and heads straight to the DSP's house. Knowing the DSP is a good person, Manoj explains everything to him. The DSP then goes to the station, releases Manoj and Kamlesh, and takes action against the corrupt policeman. On their way back, the DSP offers Manoj a lift. After getting off the jeep, Manoj tells the DSP that he wants to become a police officer like him. The DSP laughs a little and advises him to stop cheating if he truly wants to achieve that goal. The following year, the DSP is transferred, and all the children resume cheating except for Manoj, who still remembers the DSP's words. Determined to do things the right way, Manoj finally passes his 12th grade without cheating, but it takes him 3 years of honest, hard work to achieve this. During this time, his mother sells their cows to support the household. Manoj's commitment and his family's sacrifices set the stage for his relentless pursuit of a better future. Determined to become a DSP, Manoj's grandmother gives him her pension money to go to Gwalior and fulfill his dream. This act of love brings tears to my eyes. What a grandmother's love! Despite her struggles to feed the family, she saves money for her grandson's future. But sadly, fate doesn't favor him. On the bus to Gwalior, Manoj falls asleep and wakes up to find all his belongings stolen, leaving him stranded without money or a way to return. Wandering around in search of coaching, Manoj learns that DSP recruitment has been halted due to a lack of funds. Hungry and homeless, he eventually begs for food at a roadside eatery known as a dhaba, where a kind owner feeds him. A boy named Pandey overhears Manoj's story and offers to take him to Delhi to prepare for the UPSC exam. Manoj, unaware of what UPSC is, learns from Pandey that it is a higher position than DSP. Motivated, Manoj decides to become an IPS Officer, which stands for Indian Police Service, and goes to Delhi with Sundar. So, friends, UPSC stands for the Union Public Service Commission, which recruits candidates at the national level as officers for all India and Central Services in grades A and B. Actually, I was a little wrong earlier. Fate does support Manoj. If the DSP recruitment hadn't stopped, Manoj might never have learned about the IPS. So what happens in Delhi? Without money, can Manoj face numerous challenges? Will his determination keep him going until the end? To find out, keep watching. In Delhi, Manoj is overwhelmed by the number of students preparing for the UPSC exam. They are taken to meet Gauri Baiya, whose name is Gauri, and Baiya means brother. Gauri Baiya, having once been in Manoj's position and having faced the exam many times, finds Manoj a job at a library where he has to clean toilets and floors. Despite the hard work, Manoj studies diligently, inspired by Gauri Baiya's story. When Gauri Baiya's results come out, he fails his last attempt at UPSC, but he encourages his students to keep trying. So friends, around 200,000 students sit for the UPSC exam in Hindi medium each year, but only about 25 are selected for IPS. Can you imagine how difficult this is, and how long the journey must be for someone like Manoj, who couldn't pass the 12th grade on his first attempt? After failing his last attempt at UPSC, Gauri Baiya starts a tea stall. Manoj also fails his first attempt at UPSC, but doesn't give up and continues to work hard. He starts working at Gauri Baiya's tea stall while studying. After a lot of hard work, Manoj finally passes the first stage of the UPSC exam. You can imagine how happy this makes him. Around this time, Manoj meets a girl named Shraddha. The moment he sees her, he begins to like her. They start studying together, but due to a misunderstanding, Shraddha distances herself from him. Suddenly, the librarian accuses Manoj of stealing money and blames his father. Forced to find another job, Manoj ends up working in a noisy, dusty mill. Despite the harsh conditions, he continues to study there after working. One day, Pandey comes by and suggests that Manoj meet Shraddha, who is going to Mussoorie. However, Manoj decides to wait until he clears his mains exam. Manoj takes the mains exam, but realizes he has made a crucial mistake. In his English paper, he writes about terrorism in India instead of tourism in India. This mistake leads to him failing the exam again. Manoj is devastated by this error and becomes very upset. Manoj visits Shraddha in Mussoorie, but she is not at home. He calls her and confesses his love for her, but she tells him there is no time for love and asks him to go back. Disheartened, he returns to his village, where he learns that his grandmother has passed away. His mother encourages him to pursue his dreams, fulfilling his grandmother's wish. She tells him that before she passed away, his grandmother said, "One day, my grandson will come here in uniform." Motivated by this, Manoj returns to the mill and works hard, studying day and night. One day, Shraddha comes back into Manoj's life. However, he doesn't meet her until after the exam. Unfortunately, he fails again because it's very difficult to learn while working so hard at the mill. Despite his determination, the responsibilities he carries for his family weigh heavily on him. A few days later, she tells him that she loves him. She encourages him to continue studying hard and to change the world. Filled with renewed motivation, Manoj runs straight to meet IAS officer Deep Mohan, who passed the exam on his first attempt and studied alongside Manoj. Deep Mohan advises Manoj and tests his knowledge, realizing that Manoj's problem isn't his knowledge, but his time management. Manoj has always struggled to manage the limited time during exams. Then, Gauribaya scolds Manoj and tells him to stop all other work and focus solely on studying. He even gives his room to Manoj for study. Friends, what a true friendship. Everyone should have friends like Gauribaya. He believes that when Manoj passes the exam, it's like he himself has passed. People like Gauribaya are very rare in the world. Manoj starts practicing for the exam with strict time limits. Shraddha helps him by giving him past exam papers from the last 10 years, and Manoj practices answering them within the given time. One day, Gauribaya comes to Manoj with great news. Shraddha has passed the civil services exam and has been selected for an interview. He also brings money to help Manoj's family. Manoj is overjoyed and becomes even more determined, studying hard day and night. A few days later, Shraddha calls him to share that she has passed the interview. This news makes Manoj incredibly happy and motivates him even further. Have you ever experienced the joy of hearing a success story from someone you love? How did it make you feel? Months later, Manoj successfully passes the mains exam and is called for an interview. He attends the interview with Shraddha by his side, offering him support and encouragement. So friends, when Manoj steps into the UPSC premises for his interview, imagine the whirlwind of emotions he must be feeling. After all the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the relentless hard work, and the unwavering support from his loved ones, he has finally made it to this pivotal moment. Think about it. Manoj had to work in a noisy, dusty mill, study under harsh conditions, and face multiple failures. His mother sold their cows to support him, and his grandmother's dying wish fueled his determination. The weight of his family's hopes and dreams rests on his shoulders. Can you picture yourself in his place, standing there, every step echoing the sacrifices and struggles that brought him here? It's beyond words, truly a moment of triumph and hope. During the interview, Manoj honestly explains why he failed his 12th grade and shares his dream of preventing corruption. He faces the interview with confidence, telling his story in a logical and compelling manner. In the interview, he said something you must hear. "Becoming an IPS officer is not the ultimate goal, ma'am. My real goal is to improve our country. If I don't get selected, I'll return to my village and become a teacher. I will teach the children the importance of honesty and the value of not cheating. If they learn this lesson early on, they will carry it with them throughout their lives." Manoj's genuine passion and dedication shine through, making a powerful impression on the interviewers. But Manoj thinks he failed the interview. He gets disappointed and starts losing hope. Despite this, Shraddha proposes to marry him and tells him it doesn't matter what job he does, she still loves him. This makes him happy despite his worries. 3 months later, when the interview results are out, Shraddha brings him to see the results. Convinced that he failed, Manoj doesn't even want to look. So, Shraddha looks at his result for him. He later finds out that he has become an IPS officer. When he shares the news with his family, their joy knows no bounds. His mother's eyes fill with tears of pride and relief, knowing that all their sacrifices have paid off. Shraddha is ecstatic, her love and belief in Manoj finally bearing fruit. Gauri Baya, who supported Manoj through thick and thin, feels an overwhelming sense of accomplishment, as if he himself has passed the exam. Even though Manoj's grandmother is no longer with them, he can almost feel her smiling down on him, proud of her grandson for fulfilling her dream. His father, who believed in Manoj's potential all along, beams with pride, finally seeing his son's hard work and perseverance rewarded. His mother tells him that when he comes next time, he must come in his uniform, as that was his grandmother's wish. She feels incredibly lucky and proud to have a son who has overcome so many obstacles to achieve his dream. What a lucky mom to see her son fulfill such a significant and heartfelt family wish. A year later, Manoj, now an IPS officer, returns to the police station. There, the DSP who once advised him salutes Manoj. The movie ends with a touching scene where Manoj touches the DSP's feet, thanking him for his guidance. The DSP, filled with pride, says his last words in the movie, "Well done, son, well done." Friends, how did you like the movie? We hope you found Manoj's journey as inspirational as we did. It's a story of perseverance, dedication, and the power of believing in oneself. If you felt motivated by Manoj's incredible transformation from a struggling student to an IPS officer, please let us know in the comments. Your feedback means a lot to us. This movie is a must-watch for anyone looking for a boost of inspiration. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel Insight Cinema for more movie explanations and inspirational stories. Let us know which movie you'd like us to explain next in the comments below. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest videos and never miss an inspiring story. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.